pretty much look like the same video. This is the same thing. Like, doesn't it look like they are dancing on the same stage? Like, it looks like it's like Megan going, cut to you, Taylor, and Taylor going back to you, Megan. Like, what am I looking at here?
This is a public service announcement.
Problem solving is something that schools generally don't teach you.
No, I'm not on medication. I'm on weed though, and I feel hella good.
It's been a minute. I'm going to be trying this my mentor's way for a while. So, hi, if you're new here, I'm Keisha. This is my channel, Desert Mermaid. I tried to start another channel called The Fall of Hollywood Babylon with my mentor, who was a director in the entertainment business for a long time and had to exit in a way he didn't want to because of some shady business that was going on. Now, there's a lot of things that people have felt watching, entertainment, movies, music, listening to music for a long time, feeling like there's things that are happening that we're not being told. I've been trying to talk about this on my channel, and this channel's usually vlog style, but my mentor, he really wants me to start getting heavy into this, like putting on our hip boots on and wading in. So I thought, starting off with Taylor Swift's flop of an album, so disappointed, The Life of a Showgirl, because this would be a great way to wade in to the magic circle. And let me tell you, this new album of hers, it might not have been good, but it was good for us trying to figure out what's going on behind the scenes, which there's a lot my mentor does not know because he's not in it anymore. He has maybe a few contacts, but that's it. What you don't know is to become famous like a Taylor Swift or a Kanye or a Britney Spears or a celebrity of those statures. A Leonardo DiCaprio's another one. A Naomi Campbell. To become a mega celebrity in any fashion, you almost have to give up your freedom, yourself, your soul. We've been told that fame, becoming famous, is like selling your soul to the devil, and that's true. It's true to a certain point. And what am I talking about? Well, we'll get there by talking about Taylor Swift. So, Life of a Showgirl just dropped, and it was not good.
I already hate this song because she just mentioned memes and trolling and comments in a song. I hate when artists do that. I hate it. Why did you do that? Oh my god, Taylor.
I have been a Taylor Swift fan for an incredibly long time, right the way back to debut. I've met her, been to every tour, bought every album. I've been a big fan the whole time. And I'm sure I'm going to get called an absolute hater by some people because I've dared to express an opinion that criticises their love and idol. However, this album to me is incredibly problematic.
I also want to comment on the song Opalite because I happen to be a crystal girly. Okay, I'm wearing crystals to prove it. Okay, it is very funny to me that she's talking about a room trading onyx nights for opalite. You know, onyx. What does onyx represent? Protection, grounding, safety. And what does opalite represent? I don't know. Nothing. Because it's fake. It's fake. It's not a real stone. It doesn't have any power because it's man-made and synthesized. So she is literally consciously trading something real and grounded and perhaps more difficult to handle for something fake and vapid and empty, because that is at the end of the day who she is deep down.
And a lot of people were very, very upset that it was very tone deaf. She didn't seem to know what the hell was going on in the world when making this album. This album is supposed to be about behind the scenes of the Eras Tour. It's supposed to be about her love life with Travis Kelce. It's supposed to be about her drama and beefs with other people in entertainment. It's about a lot of things, and it just fell flat because we're all starting to feel and notice that, what we're being told by these stars, these celebrities, and I call them stars for a reason, is not true. It's bullshit. And there's a lot of bullshit. And so we're going to start with the bullshit of the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift Megan Thee Stallion drama. So in order to go through all this, I made a timeline. And in making this timeline, I was able to learn quite a few interesting things and cross-reference some things that I've been told by my mentor. So first we're going to talk about Travis Kelce and Megan Thee Stallion. Now, yes, a lot of people have talked about his past relationship. I'm not going to talk about her. I don't want to talk about his ex-girlfriend. What I want to talk about is Megan Thee Stallion and the beef it seems Taylor Swift has with her that we didn't know about. We seem to have not known about this beef. Like, apparently there is something between Taylor Swift and Megan Thee Stallion, and I thought it had to do with Travis trying to get, Megan's digits right before, and I mean right before, like April of 2023. He was at the CMT Awards with Megan Thee Stallion was there too. They didn't go together, but they were both there. And he supposedly hit her up for numbers and got rejected. August of 2023 was when Travis and Taylor started dating, which Taylor started dating Travis 2 months after she broke up with Maddie Healy. Maddie Healy ghosted her, which I understand that sucks. It sucks to have someone ghost you and stuff like that. But it does seem like, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like Maddie Healy was a rebound of Joe Oldwin. And so it sounds like she's just rebounding again with Kelce, which I know that they're engaged. And they do seem very, I don't know. She started dating Travis Kelce right after she broke up with Maddie. And here's Kelce, Travis out here, getting numbers just left for Megan and then jumps over here to Taylor, which I'm not the only one who noticed the difference in the type of women that Travis used to date versus who he's engaged to now.
Now look at this. This is going around. Taylor Swift's song Opalite and how she is jealous and insecure that before her, Travis Kelce has only dated black women. I'm like, So y'all know she dates Travis Kelce, the football player, which is very interesting. Cause wasn't this song about her wanting to be with this football player? Anyway, this is his ex, Kayla Nicole. Which, if this is what Taylor's talking about, I don't know why she... Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Okay, you got a problem here.
Raw. So, the same thing that happened in 2023, which her canceled song lends the hint to with the devil. I can make deals with the devil because my is bigger. Well, in 2023, Taylor Swift hosted a Grammy party at the Chateau Marmont. Yeah, apparently all winding roads lead to the Chateau. Which, side note, and we're going to talk about this, Olivia Rodrigo was at this party. This had to have been prior to Taylor Swift taking 50% of the royalties from her. But yeah, anyways, so one of the things that a lot of people don't know about the Chateau Marmont, and we've talked about on my channel, but we're going to talk about over and over again, is that up until 2023, when he passed away, there was a video artist. He was like a video artist type person. He was actually paid like a patron artist of the Gettys. This man was named Kenneth Anger. Kenneth Anger died in May of 2023, and he lived in the Chateau Marmont. Well, he lived in the Chateau Marmont, and apparently he passed away at a care center up in Yucca Valley. Apparently, this dude referred to himself as the devil, as Satan, as Lucifer. Everybody in Hollywood knew him. This dude had a lot of connections going back to the 1960s. He used to teach cinematography, different types of doing effects on videos. He pioneered a lot of effects on videos, and he would do a lot of underground films. in Eyes Wide Shut, he is actually referenced in the scene where Tom Cruise is walking and the guys start making gay slurs at him. That is actually referencing, it's called a Roman clef. We've talked about those here on this channel, but it is a Roman clef for a Kenneth Anger Underground movie that Kenneth Anger actually got, I think, arrested for because it contained corn technically in the movie. And during that time, it was gay corn. It was illegal to produce such things. And Kenneth Anger actually went to jail. He was kind of a little bit of an activist. They saw him as an activist in a way. A lot of people who took film seriously did not like him. My mentor didn't like him. So, yeah, he lived at the Chateau Marmont up until 2023, basically, until he passed away of old age. And what's interesting about him is that there is a lot of rumors, and he's even said it himself, that he practices black magic. He used to be connected with Aleister Crowley. He used to be connected with the Church of Satan. He was connected with the Babylon working spell, and we'll be getting into that. So as you can tell, a lot of occult things. And dude lived at the Chateau Marmont, where Taylor Swift had her Grammy party the same year she met Kelsey and started dating him, which not connected, but I mean, a wild ride. So one of the things about Kenneth Anger, a lot of people don't know, is that he's connected to a lot of stars in ways to help them, or what they think, become famous. He's like an in-resident warlock, or was when he was alive. And that is some heavy shit we're going to get into. But I just wanted to kind of touch on this Kenneth Anger, I Can Make Deals with the Devil from the Father Figure song, because we're going to get deeper into it. But I'm just saying that this was the year that a lot of shit seemed to happen for Taylor Swift, and it wasn't good. So both her and Megan Thee Stallion are connected through Travis Kelce, which, as I went through and made this timeline, it started to become very obvious that Travis Kelce is the kind of man that loves having women fight over him. Yeah. Yeah. So Megan Thee Stallion in 2024 drops Hiss. And, at first everybody thought this was a diss track towards Drake, towards Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj freaked out. It was a lot, but I don't think anybody had Taylor Swift on their radar, which after Life of the Showgirl comes out, and I'm going to show you, I went back because I remembered some things. And one of the lines that I always found interesting was the line in Hiss that, since I claimed the summer, all you bitches want a season. And as she says that, she walks through the red door. Well, Megan had a hot girl summer, which we all know now that summer is Megan's season. The other person who had a song about summer was Taylor Swift. When I went back and made this, it turns out Cruel Summer came out the same month that Megan dropped Hot Girl Summer, which became the hit of the summer and every summer after that. So when I saw Megan walk through this red door in rewatching Hiss, I thought, oh shit, Taylor Swift walked through the orange door at the end of the Eras tour. What? The other thing that people didn't realize too was that Travis Kelce, after he started dating Taylor, about a year later does a commercial for Pepsi with Megan Thee Stallion. Now, of course, there were other footballers in there, but it was a recreation of the Beyonce, Britney Spears. Remember that in the early 2000s, that famous Pepsi commercial? Well, they redid that, and Megan was in it. Something, I don't know. I'm not going to insinuate that something happened, but I feel like something happened, because here we are at the end of 2024, and we get Taylor Swift walking down through the orange door. And then the next thing we know, in February, we get Megan Thee Stallion dropping the commercial for Chica's tequila, right? And this commercial, I noticed it when I was watching His Back, and I was looking at some of Megan's music videos because I like her music. And I noticed that, wait a minute, what is this? Here's Megan looking like a showgirl, right? In February of 2025. Here's Megan in a champagne glass. Kind of like, the Bejeweled music video. Kind of, sort of, right? But when I went and I put that clip next to Taylor Swift's Fate of Ophelia that just dropped in October of 2025, we can see they pretty much look like the same fucking video. This is the same thing. Like, doesn't it look like they are dancing on the same stage? Like, it looks like it's like Megan going, cut to you, Taylor, and Taylor going back to you, Megan. Like, what am I looking at here? The other strange thing that happened is the same day that Life of a Showgirl drops, Ice Spice, she drops Baddie Baddie, which in it she starts talking about being a baddie, which didn't Taylor said that she's not a bad bitch, which yeah, and I Ain't Savage, which we know Savage has to do with Megan, but does baddie really have to do with Travis's ex, or does it have to do with Ice Spice? The Ice Spice lyrics are very interesting too. Talking about he doesn't want me for me, he just wants what I got. I didn't mean to go pop. Yeah, he just wants me. He doesn't want me for me. He just wants what I got. Yeah. So Taylor Swift is pretty famous for dropping anything to stop someone else from maybe being number one, as we've seen over the years, which I don't know if this is a strategy. And we're going to talk about her dad and her mom and her family, because this is going to play in. This is how we're wading into this stuff. We're going to talk about bloodlines. We're going to talk about people who think they're related to special people. We're going to talk about why Taylor Swift is so fucking tall. Yeah, I bet you didn't think that was going to factor into it. Why the red? Yeah, so Taylor has a habit of trying to knock down other girls who are on the rise. Other women who seem to own their own music. I think Taylor Swift was wanting to be one of the first youngest women to own their masters. And according to Google and my research, Megan Thee Stallion and Olivia Rodrigo beat her to that. And for someone who seems very competitive, who likes to drop new versions of every song she's ever made, when someone else is dropping a fresh new record, it's very interesting to me. So Olivia Rodrigo, father figure, is likely about her. Now, I've seen other things of Olivia Rodrigo showing up to the Chateau Marmont after this party, which a lot of these celebrities don't understand what's really going on at the Chateau Marmont and what's really going on with Esoteric Hollywood, which is who this Kenneth Anger was a part of. I'm talking Kenneth Anger is tied to the Manson murders. He is tied to Jim Morrison's OD. He is tied to a numerous celebrity deaths, just like Andre Blazar, owner of the Chateau Marmont, who I told you in past videos is Dr. Bill in Eyes Wide Shut. That is a Roman a clef for him. Dr. Bill Hartford. Well, Hartford was a Roman a clef because Andre Blazar used to be married to Katie Ford, who owned Ford Models. And we're going to start getting into that. We're going to, like I said, this is going to be a rabbit hole, and we're going to go deep. But I thought this was a great place to start to kind of get our feet wet, kind of look at some things and decide, are we ready for this? Because there's some stuff that I'm going to talk about and I'm going to show you, and I don't know if you're ready for it. Yeah, but we're going to talk about it because it's important. Because these things need to be brought to the light. So, as always, remember, all these stars are yours because I gave them to you last Christmas. You are worth all these stars. And we're going to talk about why some of these celebrities are gold stars as well. So, yeah, we know some stuff now, but the more we know and the more we find out, the more we're going to not know as well. So, yeah, as always, I hope you guys are all doing great. These stars are yours, and I will see you in the next
Problem
one.
solving is something that schools generally don't teach you. You know, a lot of people don't have a good generalized approach to problem solving. They're not thorough, don't consider all the possibilities, prepare themselves with the right information. If you can develop a kind of generalized approach to problem solving, it's surprising how it helps you in anything.
I don't think. I know.
Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.